Let's talk about trouble. What does that really mean in a person or in a relationship? Because sometimes it's just simply someone who enjoys stirring the pot to provoke another person. Does Ace like to stir the pot just to create drama?
I wanted to kiss Huda. She caught my attention day one.
Do you believe him that Huda caught his attention the very first day? And trouble can also mean more than one thing. It can also mean a red flag.
Where'd you go?
I didn't get up.
You didn't get up?
No.
In this video, I'll unpack what kind of trouble might be showing up on Love Island and what it could mean for the connections forming on Love Island. And if you want to understand the emotional undercurrents that shape connection and rejection during the recoupling ceremony, stay with me, because I will show you how people react differently to vulnerability and rejection. And I'm going to also take you inside that tense moment between Olandria and Huda.
Y'all deserve some real men.
Girl, you don't have to play that.
Hi, I'm Dr. Pam, therapist and relationship counselor, and I am passionate about helping people grow and create deeper, more meaningful connections. And if you want more of that, I hope you subscribe so we can stay connected. Okay, let's dive in.
Oh, you saying one of ours got up?
Yes.
I mean, she said she didn't, but...
Jeremiah is clearly struggling to figure out if Huda got up and kissed someone else, which I'll come back to later. But what stands out here is Ace's reaction, the way he laughs, especially knowing Jeremiah is feeling unsure or even insecure. It feels like an attempt to stir up drama. I would call that stirring up trouble. No one was saying anything funny, so the laugh doesn't match the tone of the conversation, and Ace is holding a secret. He kissed Huda during the masked game, and that gives him a kind of power. Sometimes when someone knows something that others don't, they use that tension to feel in control or to see how others react. What do you think? Is he just being playful, or is there more to it?
Are you scared to step on anybody's toes?
Nah.
No. I know you told me you was interested in Huda. Why ain't you want to talk to Huda?
Cause she's so closed off, it's no point.
What you mean closed off? She ain't say she was closed off.
She closed off. You know she closed off.
What do you think it means when Ace asks, are you afraid of stepping on toes? I think it means, are you afraid to stir up drama? Also, he is pushing Taylor to pursue Huda. Again, why? Ace said previously that he came to Love Island to find love, but actually, I think from what I have seen so far, love scares him, and he wants it at the same time. I'll share more about why I think that, but let's watch how Ace interacts with Chelley.
Where you been, yo? All my life.
Why are you so cheesy? I cannot.
Because, yo, it's another day to talk to you. I miss you. You was being taken away from me and shit. I was like...
From you? How was being taken away from you? Last time I checked, I'm coupled with Austin.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My bad.
He's not cheesy. He's a charmer. And sometimes when someone leans heavily on charm, it's because they enjoy the thrill of pursuit more than the experience of being in a committed relationship. Charm can sometimes be more about winning someone over than building something lasting. And charm also masks vulnerability, so I will be interested to see if Ace shows up in a vulnerable way throughout the show.
I'm
You a hot
not doing
commodity
anything.
around here.
Me?
Yeah.
What?
I know. I want to have more conversations with you.
Okay.
Look, how I look at it is I definitely do want to pursue you, you know what I mean? And I'm here to step on everybody's toes. I don't care.
I get the sense that he likes that she's a hot commodity because it makes her more of a challenge, and that excites him. He even admits that he's going to pursue her, which, like I mentioned earlier, seems more about the thrill of the chase. And when he says again that he's here to step on everyone's toes and that he doesn't care, it feels more like a game rather than genuinely looking for love like he said he was looking for in Love Island. This is a pattern I see often. Two people are drawn together by excitement, but when things slow down, that's when the real relationship begins. And if you're drawn only to the excitement and the chase, being in a real relationship becomes extremely challenging. But Chelley also said something that caught my attention. Did you catch it? Let's watch.
Give you space, you're like, hold up.
Like, okay,
Come back.
I like that.
And I'm looking for someone to, like, you know, come and get me. Like, I'm not looking to chase behind anyone. You know, I want to be pursued.
You're a goddess,
So
you
it's
need offerings.
exactly.
Come to me.
And you
Come to
understand
me.
that.
So Ace likes to pursue and Chelley likes to be pursued. Sounds like a match made in heaven, right? Well, not exactly. The real question is, what happens when the pursuit ends? When she lets him catch her, then what? If the excitement was all in the chase, the connection might not hold. Lasting relationships are not built on pursuit alone. They're built on what comes after. Right now, both of them are getting something out of this dynamic. It feels exciting, but long-term relationships rarely thrive on that kind of excitement. The deeper growth work here might be to ask, why do I feel more comfortable pursuing? Or why do I feel more comfortable being pursued? Okay, let's break down some moments between Huda and Jeremiah. Did you catch also that the women on the island expressed concerns to Huda? I'll show you and we'll talk about it.
Where'd you go?
Oh, I didn't get up.
You didn't get up?
No.
Sorry.
Thank you, sir.
Go to the bathroom.
I wasn't lying.
That didn't feel like a curious question. It came across as a confrontational question. And you could see that Huda seemed to take it more as an accusation than a genuine question. That's concerning because it hints at control. Even though they're just starting their relationship, he is already clinging tightly to her. Well, the truth is that they are both holding on tightly to each other. And like I mentioned in my last video, when a connection moves this fast, it is usually a recipe for disaster. It's the kind of relationship where people end up hating each other because the hope and the fantasy that they believed in did not come true, even though they were not aware that they were coming from a place of fantasy to begin with. Fast connection can feel romantic, but it often bypasses the slow, steady work of real intimacy. And that can set couples up for heartbreak. In this next clip, keep in mind that I showed you how Ace got in Jeremiah's head, because here we see how that affected him.
I don't know what to believe. I don't want to be paranoid or overprotective and all that, but it'd be very surprising and disappointing if she did lie. If I got played, I got played. I guess I'll be the fool, but I don't know. I think my gut says she didn't, but my brain says maybe.
Now he's questioning whether she lied to him. And here's the thing. Trust is important to build at the beginning of a relationship. And maybe he's been hurt before or his trust was betrayed, which can make it harder to trust again. But if that's the case, it's even more important to slow down. Don't cling too tightly. Let trust develop gradually. It's okay to let people earn your trust. In fact, that's healthy. But you also have to be open to giving trust if you've been hurt before. It's kind of a balancing act. What concerns me here is how quickly he's clinging. It's intense, and when it moves this fast, it can start to feel controlling. Okay, so moving on, Huda asked Jeremiah how he felt about Ace kissing her. And she also told him that if someone new came to the island who was her type, she would be honest with him about it. And this is how he responded.
I appreciate you being transparent too. No, because it's a hard balance as a guy, because you don't want to be like overprotective and controlling, but you also want to show you care and like that.
Yeah.
I really fuck with you, so like, come here. So it's a hard balance. So just let me know if I'm ever doing too much.
Okay, you're not. I like it.
That's interesting. He says he finds it challenging to balance showing care without being controlling. And she responds by saying she likes it, but it's unclear what exactly she likes. This would have been the perfect moment for a deeper conversation. She could have asked, what makes that balance hard for you? And he could have asked her, what is it that you like about it? These kinds of moments are often missed opportunities when dating. Instead of staying on the surface, asking thoughtful questions helps you truly get to know someone. Otherwise, assumptions are made early on, and it's often much later that we discover things that we actually don't like about a person. The key is to ask deeper questions, not too soon, but soon enough to begin to understand who you're connecting with. And I know this might seem hard to do, but if you pay close attention to what someone says, and then ask yourself if you're making an assumption or if you could simply ask them to say more. The more you practice this, the easier it becomes.
Today, like, I'm clear-headed, and me and Huda had a great conversation. We're on the same page. Yeah, she's like so trustworthy and open, and like hearing her, you know, tell me things that be going on and all that. So it's like, I'm very, very happy with where I'm at. I feel like we're the one couple that likes each other already, and it's just like a magnifying glass on us, like, oh, guys, go do a bunch of other stuff. We're just like, well, we're chilling.
Already he's concluding that she's trustworthy, and she may be. However, it is far too early to draw that kind of conclusion. Think of it more like building a foundation brick by brick. He has one trust brick, but many more are needed to create something solid. Okay, next, another woman steps in between Huda and Jeremiah, and let's see how they handle it.
Okay, so you were saying you just learned how to dress.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
It's cool. I never
Hi,
really
Queen.
learned how to dress them. My sisters really taught me.
You can see that both Huda and Jeremiah were uncomfortable. Jeremiah hesitated a bit when talking as Huda walked past, and Huda's expression, well, let's just say I'm good at reading faces, and she definitely looked uncomfortable. Let's see where this goes.
I think like my biggest flex in life is the people that I have around me.
Facts.
I'm gonna make sure he can see me.
Nice. And you said you're from the South?
No, my dad's from the South.
Oh, where are you from? Where do you live?
I'm from Seattle, but I live in LA.
In LA? Do you know your sign?
Yeah, I'm a Taurus.
That's concerning or troubling because she's communicating insecurity by purposefully sitting where Jeremiah could see her while he was talking to another woman. That's not how you build trust. It's a way of showing anxiety, and it can come off as controlling. And you can see that Huda is making Jeremiah uncomfortable, which I actually think is the goal. She might be telling herself that she is staking her claim, but that is not how you build trust and security in yourself or a relationship. A better way would be to just let the conversation simply unfold and talk about it later. I mean, it's understandable that newly forming relationships can stir up anxiety, but how we respond to that anxiety matters. Acting on it in a way that Huda did often creates the very disconnection we're afraid of.
I got a question. Why did you decide to sit there?
Oh, I want to make sure you can see me.
You're insane. You're insane.
Jeremiah asked a great question. Why did you sit there? But Huda gave a surface level answer, saying, I wanted you to see me. Instead of brushing it off by joking that she's insane, he could have gone deeper by asking, why did you want me to see you? Or what was going on for you? Or what were you feeling in that moment? That would have gotten to the heart of what was really happening for her. And he didn't share with her that her sitting so close made him uncomfortable, which was an important and missed opportunity. By staying silent, he may have unintentionally given her the green light that this kind of behavior is okay in their relationship. These small moments matter because they may be setting the stage for how both of them deal with insecurity, anxiety, or discomfort in their relationship. And if they keep avoiding what's really going on, it's going to be hard to build a healthy, trusting connection. Okay, now let's see what Huda's friends have to say about her relationship with Jeremiah.
Did you kiss someone?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
And then I want to take things slow, and he knows that.
When I saw him take off his blindfold, he was like, I think he assumed you got up. I think he thought I did.
Others clearly noticed that when Jeremiah took off his blindfold, he looked concerned. I also want to point out that I am not sure why Huda believes that their relationship is moving slowly, because that's not what I'm seeing, and it's not what the others are seeing either. Both of them are moving very fast.
Of course I like him. We have so much in common.
No, for
He's
sure.
fine. What do you mean?
Keep an open mind, I think.
And there it is, one friend's feedback, keep an open mind. That is a way of saying slow down. There's more feedback from friends. Let's watch.
I thought that I got up for the thing.
Does his reaction not kind of like scare you a little bit? Because it's like, it's literally, we just made 24 hours.
I feel like it's okay for them to be this obsessed with me because I'm like, why the fuck?
That's scary.
Olandria asks, doesn't his reaction concern you? And points out that it's only been 24 hours since they met. She is communicating that his reaction is troubling. Huda says she wants him to be obsessed with her, She might feel flattered at first, but it often comes from insecurity, not real connection. And why does Huda want him to be obsessed with her? My guess is that she interprets obsession as reassurance that he wants to be with her. This can mean that she needs that constant attention. Otherwise, if she doesn't have that, she may latch on tighter in controlling ways, and that can be trouble. We'll see. Okay, here it is, the recoupling ceremony. The sweetest lies. Oh, you tell the sweet. I feel for Bella because even though she communicated that she was brushing it off, it's clear that she was hurt, and understandably so. Even though they just met, rejection still stings, and it hurts even more when it happens publicly and in favor of another woman.
Chelley and Austin, please make your decision now.
Why did Austin stand up? I think it's because he felt hurt and rejected when Chelley chose to go off with Charlie. He says he knows that this is the way things work on Love Island, but the truth is it still hurts. Understanding how things work doesn't take away the sting of feeling unwanted.
Olandria and Taylor, please make your decision now.
Olandria claps as an understandable attempt to save face because, again, it hurts to not only be rejected, but publicly rejected. She does not want to show any vulnerability, which is, again, understandable. And that's why Huda's attempt to support Olandria did not sit well with her. Let's watch.
You know, I'm proud of you. Brownie point. Y'all deserve some real men.
Girl, you don't have to play that.
What do you mean?
I'm saying, like, we're not upset.
No, I'm just saying.
No, you've been supportive. I love that, but it's okay.
Okay, a lot happened in this small moment. When Huda says she's proud of Jeremiah and that he gets brownie points, she is unintentionally highlighting that her man stayed with her, which is hard to hear when you are sitting there feeling rejected. Then, when she adds that they all deserve some real men, it reinforces the feeling of rejection. It also sends the message that she has a real man and the other women don't. That can feel publicly humiliating. Olandria tries to handle it by saving face, acting like it didn't bother her, even though it likely did. That's her right. And from Olandria's perspective, Huda's comment may have taken that away from her. To be fair, I'm sure Huda's intention was to be supportive, but in that moment, it just didn't land that way.
Ace, Austin, and Taylor, you may now sit down.
There's no escaping this now. This game that we're playing is dangerous, dangerous.
There it is. She was hurt. She moved away. I don't know exactly how deeply she was hurt, but think of emotions in degrees. Maybe she felt hurt and rejected at a 3 out of 10. Even if it wasn't overwhelming hurt, it still does not feel good. And she wanted to handle that hurt publicly in her own way. And now let's watch Charlie. Well, he is angry that Chelley did not choose him. So there you have it. Everyone responds to hurt and rejection and vulnerability differently. Charlie turns to anger, Bella masks her own pain with a smile, and Olandria tries to maintain her dignity by saving face. When rejection plays out in front of an audience, the stakes feel even higher. In moments like these, people reach for whatever helps them feel just a little bit more in control, and that makes perfect sense. Okay, that is a wrap on this episode. In my next video, I'm going to talk about emotional maturity because I am seeing a lot of that with a few of the Islanders, and I will dive deeper into the dynamics that are playing out on Love Island relationships. And so many of you have shared how these videos help you understand relationships on a deeper level and give you practical tips to navigate those relationships, and that is exactly why I create them. If they have brought you clarity or direction, subscribing is the best way to stay connected and keep getting insights that support you. And if you found today's tips helpful, give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit. See you next time.